Kelly Parker, representing the Share Medical Center, has requested the use of an apartment for the OSU Rural Medical Program. Mr. Parker is here tonight, and I would ask him to come forward and explain the program and explain what his request is.
These are students which would be considered for this program here who have expressed an interest in rural health care. So they, for whatever reason, whether they've come from a small town and want to go back to a small town, or whether they just feel like that's where they want to practice, it's an emphasis that they've declared. The third-year students in the program are required to do a 1-month clerkship in a rural community in conjunction with a rural physician and/or a rural hospital. Apparently the program, from speaking with their administration, one of the most difficult aspects of carrying out the program is finding housing for these students for a month at a time while they're in the rural communities. We are requesting that in order for us to provide a very meaningful and positive experience for these students, that we use a room at the Homestead. We feel like that the Homestead's a nice place. It's certainly a facility that leaves a good impression on people that have been there, and whether they've lived there for a long period of time or stayed there for a little while, it's nice. We are hoping that in addition to using the Homestead, that we can do some other things with the chamber and some donors to our foundation to really leave a positive impression on these future doctors, as they, and as most of you will remember, it wasn't too long ago when we only had 2 doctors. And, not that we're in any kind of jam right now, but it doesn't necessarily have to take very long to get back to that situation. We kind of like to have some people waiting or interested in coming here, when we do have the need. So that's the basis for the request. The request is for nothing more than room. We'll furnish it. You don't have to feed them. I think part of what was discussed with the buildings and grounds, though, did include that after the student moves out, they'll be here a month at a time. We'll have up to 6 of them a year at this point. But after they move out, they said part of what they do is a mandatory cleaning of each apartment, but we're not going to ask for housekeeping while they're staying. If they want cable or any of the other amenities, that's on them. So